So part 3, poorer than dirt. And yeah, we were poorer than dirt, if you can get any poorer than that. Well, I had someone comment on one of the posts previous to this about what they had to do and how they had to get their food and different things like that. And just from knowing that in different places across the country, thank God we lived on the coast, but you had to get your food in a certain, certain ways, whether you grew it, whatever you had to do back in the day. But thank God we lived on the coast, and when we could not afford groceries, we had the bay right there, and we could fish, and we could back then you could go out, and it was called Hog and Oysters, and the oyster bars, when the tide went out, you could walk out there and you could pick up oysters. So we had our seafood. Now, we didn't have our vegetables and stuff like that. Yeah, we were probably pretty mineral deficient in that type of thing, but we did have meat. We had our seafood. Now, it was pretty hard to grow a garden down on the coast because we didn't have real dirt. We didn't have soil. We didn't have things that you could grow in. We had pure sand, okay? But you know what? Even though all of the clothes that I can ever remember, except maybe one year my grandma took us to the dollar store, all my clothes were hand-me-downs. And even though there were times that maybe was not fully aware, but even though there were times that we didn't have anything to eat, you know what? We were thankful, okay? And so what I want you to do now is I'm fixing to post something else. I got to post something that my sister said. So hold on. Go to this next post.